Oh no, my face is stuck again. God damn it. This is what I get for, like, looking away from a Vignon for all of 30 seconds. I get stuck. Granted, there are worse faces I could get stuck on other than just, ungodly levels of happy. Just, ah. See, I can't even do that face on purpose if I wanted to. Or maybe I can if I try really hard. Ah! Well, now I won't do it. I will simply go to my corner. We're gonna go and kill time. Glug, 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 glug. Joke's on you, desk. I finished my coffee drink that I made earlier already. So, bleh. Oh, look at that doggo. That's a good doggo. I finished the video. Yay! I knew you could do it. I'm proud of you. And whenever it comes out, I hope to see it. Anyway. In the ER because of oh, jeez. Oh, Monstro, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope things are able to... What's the word I want to use? Level off? No, that doesn't sound right. I hope you're able to get physically well enough to go home sooner than later. I think that's the best way to say what I want to say. Small requests, I have no charger and the Wi-Fi sucks here. I mean, you can always make requests. Whether or not the requests get fulfilled is another story. Yeah, I not physically, but I just have been incapable of focusing on anything for longer than 5 seconds. And normally that's when I do some Balatro. But we already did that, and I kind of don't want to do that. So, your last stream before vacation, can I guide the raid? Well, it's not my last stream before vacation. That's tomorrow. But you are always welcome to drop suggestions, and once we get to the end of stream, we can take a look. That's what we'll do. Feel free to drop whoever it is, and depending on how things look at the end of the stream, how long we go, how long whoever you recommend is going, if they're still going by the time we're done, we can see what's going on. I make no promises, I make no guarantees, but won't hurt to take a look. What will hurt is the enemies, because I'm about to go kick their butts. I forgot I was in the middle of a run on my personal file. Oops.
No, I could have beaten him.
I totally could have beaten him. I usually can beat him. Sometimes. Depending on the day. Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me. Yeah, basically. Okay, hopefully everything's balanced out. There just isn't a lot of music playing right now anyway. Hi, Frog. Hello, Phrenos.
Kronos underestimates me still, which means I have a real chance to vanquish him.
Yes. Yes, I do. I'm gonna kick his butt. Maybe. If we get that far. So what I'm thinking is, since I can't really focus or lock in on anything specific, some vaguely story-driven violence is in order. So that's what we're here for.
Who dares?
I dare.
You who ventured into my abode shall suffer an eternity of torment for what you have done. Unless, of course, you are prepared to grant my dying wish.
Okay, don't be so melodramatic about it. Or do. I'm not the boss of you.
Forgive my insolent spirit and name your price. I am prepared to do your bidding. Within reason, anyway.
I can't lock in on anything except Silksong tomorrow. And you know what? I love that for you. I had half a mind to like join the hype train of, oh, Silksong's coming out. I'm gonna play some Hollow Knight. And then I decided I didn't want to do that. Because the last time I played Hollow Knight was a while ago, and I can't remember how far I made it. And I don't necessarily want to start new, because that's probably most of what people have seen at this point. So I was like, eh. Yeah.
Then swear to me that you shall do my bidding now. Specifically,
I haven't worked out the dying wish part yet. Ask you to fetch my lover's bones? Something like that?
Just keep me posted.
That's fair, though. If you did start a new playthrough of Hollow Knight, I'd watch it. It's always fun to watch other people's thought processes and stuff. From what I remember, I made it decently far because I really locked in on it when I first played it. Like, I can't remember. I think I made it to the Path of Pain, but I never actually made it through that. I could barely get started on it. But I feel like I did make it most of the way. Anyway.
Some spirits of the dead forever wander aimlessly, whilst others, lacking even so much will, merely linger in a single place.
Dora does need to get out more often.
Not happening.
What? What do you mean, damn? I only have one nectar. And a whole lot of other things. Got to the point where I could go to the Path of Pain. Instead, I tried going to the Queen. Instead. Yeah. Like I said,
Eris is gone.
I don't remember how far I made it. I just know I made it sort of close to the end. Self. All kinds of... Oh, right. Oh, access them, not necessarily win all of them. Okay. Ooh, Charon's here.
Good morrow.
Hello, narrator from Baldur's Gate 3.
Again, I failed to destroy the Titan, Headmistress. Night after night, he thwarts me, expecting I'll eventually give in.
But you've no such intent, correct? You cannot stop him, and neither has he been able to stop you. You are resistant to his power, and he cannot bar you from your realm.
You make it sound as though I've beaten him.
Not yet, but soon enough, I trust.
Well, I'm glad somebody believes in me. Grant, well, you know what? No, I believe in me. First, let's see what we can cook.
I think that's it.
Oh. Oh, sweet. We can get bathing scenes now. Restore the Crossroads hot springs so they may be used. Minimum 2 guests at a time. Grants 1 bath salt. Roiling and neglected waters of the springs that draw heat from the river Phlegathon somewhere below. Yeah, the river Phlegathon is the river of fire. That's also the one that overflows and spills into the fields of Asphodel in Hades 1, which is why it's a fiery hellscape. And not what the Asphodel meadows, or the fields of Asphodel, depending on how you look, what sources you read. That's why it's not, as it's described in some things, just a gigantic, unending cornfield. Rite of river fording. Restore the Crossroads fishing pier so it may be used. Minimum 2 guests at a time. Grants 1 twin lures. It was an ill portent when the river Cocytus flooded, and the pier was sealed off in all due haste. Oh dear. Temporal fluctuation. Remove immunity from Chronos to time-altering effects such as the hex of phase shift. That already is different than what it used to be earlier on in early access, because before, I think I've talked about this before, but I'm going to talk about it again, because I just like to yap. So originally, Chronos could not be affected, or like there was dialogue if you paused the game. He'd be all like, no, you can't do that. And he would unpause the game. But obviously that does not go over so well if there are people who have to like actively pause and leave because something's happening or anything like that, so they changed that. So now this will make it so whenever I have some kind of thing that adjusts the flow of time, like my phase shift hex, which makes everything move slower, he will be affected by it. Are those different requirements to activate that, or am I going insane? Not sure what you mean. Like different requirements from what it was previously? Because it very well could be different. I don't remember what it used to be. I'm sure there are people who are very more, what's the word I'm looking for? Who keep better track of these kinds of things. There's probably a wiki that somebody's put it on. Hell, it could be on TV tropes, I don't fucking know. Alright, I need more fate fabric for a whole bunch of shit. There's a thing that removed immunity from Chronos and it required the boss drop you get in order to defeat him. That's other item. Oh, no, that's somewhere in here. No, that's a completely different thing. This is a completely different thing than what you're thinking of. You only are able to unlock that enchantment, or incantation rather, after you beat him. I know which one you're talking about. Hades 2, more like Hades 2. Yes, it is more like Hades 2 than you think. Yeah, so I think you unlock that incantation like after you beat him the first time and you get a thing of Z-Sand. And the other thing is called Entropy, which we currently do not know how to get. And like you said, Nova, we don't know how many will be required to win the game, or beat the game, or finish the story, however you want to phrase it. Okay, I'm not going insane, I just forgot there were 2 spells that affect Chronos. Yeah, no, this is the one, like I said, that makes him susceptible to us slowing down time. Alright, we need that to go up. We can't get those unless we go up. We need more fate fabric for that. Oh, fishing. Yay. Oh, the pool of purging. Right. Purification of fountain waters. Need more cattails for that. Oh, I'm getting that.
Headmistress, if I may. O essences of chaos, heed my voice. In your potential, I have made my choice. So mote it be.
Instead of so mote it be, why don't we just say because I fucking said so?
What now?
Okay, we still got plenty of things for that. Now we need more moly. Alright. I'm sure the modern day witch would probably say that. I'm pretty sure that's where I got that from. I saw a screenshot of a Tumblr post that said something about what modern witches would say instead of so mote it be.
Nevertheless, I feel as though I ought have been there, brother. Perhaps I could have protected them, as was my charge. To think the fates themselves may have denied me the attempt. It's discomforting that I may never know.
I fucking love Charon.
You have every reason to be angry. I'm angry too. Nonetheless, I'm grateful that our paths have intertwined again. Be safe, Charon.
I love how big his hat is. Like, Malinois could almost completely just hide under his hat. It's about as tall as she is. Yay, my fate fabric. I want to potentially commission Zoe to make you a Malinois outfit for when Hades 2 gets fully released and released from early access. No, you don't gotta do that.
Hail, Shades.
We've got shades from all over the place turning up here lately. Cause of death, snake bite. Youch. Okay, well now that we've got some fate fabric, we can do this.
O altar of ashes beneath which I stand, fulfill your purpose that I know firsthand. So mote it be.
Because I fucking said so. I know I don't have to, but just like making Jimbo Barista a reality, I want to. Okay, but consider it. Jimbo Barista's funny as fuck. Okay, we just need a lot more stuff for all kinds of stuff. Mostly we need thalamus for that, so we can go up. Let's see, what can we order? Can't order any more fate fabric. What you got for me?
Just checking up on you.
This is true, but I know you really like the Hades games. Maybe. Has minor flashback to one of the times I played Hades 2 and I ranted about how much time of my life I've put into playing the Hades games. Which is a solid sum of over 600 hours between the two. They're pretty neat. I think that's the best way to put it. Yep. That is a way to put it. I don't want to buy any of that. Ain't gonna hurt to buy that. Alright. Oh, you know what? How rude of me.
Moonlight guides you.
I like his little hair piece that kind of looks like Edgeworth's bangs. Yeah, you totally don't go on hyperfixation rants about it like how I don't go up on hyperfixation rants about Pokemon, Zelda, or Hollow Knight. Yeah, exactly.
All clear.
Speaking of things to be hyperfixated on.
A nemesis, about the dream I had. Kronos, he demanded that my father tell him where the Fates reside.
Smart. Mother Nyx never would have told him. The Fates may be my sisters, but even I have no idea where they are. Long as they're hidden, no one can mess with their designs.
You don't sound especially concerned that Kronos apparently found the three Weavers of Destiny and may be forcing their plans for the future.
Really? Did I ever give you the impression I had any hope this would end well?
How could he have found them? Wouldn't the Fates see the threat coming?
They're always weaving. That means even they know only so much in advance. Kronos is time. Time moves faster than expected.
She's not wrong. It does sneak up on you.
Rest well.
Hey, it's this fucking guy.
I heard your efforts to bring Cerberus back to his senses were successful. At least temporarily, Goddess. He bounded off to Tartarus only to be cast out into the fields again.
That's what I gathered, yes. In Tartarus, he seeks his master, my father, whom I happened upon bound in chains. Kronos is torturing them, mocking them.
Kronos is using them to get at you, instill in you emotions that compel you to throw caution to the wind. Remember, wars are won and lost in hearts and minds.
Did you not act on your emotions in your mortal days?
And just look at the mess I'm in now.
Is that what we're calling it, huh?
All grown up.
Aha! Exactly what I needed. Oh, I need that too. We'll do that first. Fun fact, I tried VTubing once because of one of my exes, but the Steam Deck cannot run most VTuber tools. I feel like I'm not surprised, but I don't necessarily know why.
Take care, Father.
Like, I cannot come up with the words that I want to come up with as to why I'm not surprised by that.
Hail, Hecuba.
And Golly's here too, I guess. I cannot pet Golly separately from Hecuba, which is very disappointing. Alright, I want this sleepy twink obliterated. A lot of the tools just aren't compatible with Linux, which is what the Steam Deck runs on. Ah. Maybe that's why I'm not surprised.
My altar's all charged up.
But at the same time, I don't know enough
The
about...
Arcana. I finally understand.
I don't know enough about this to dispute it. Oh, sweet, I forgot I can extend my grasp.
Concentrate.
Yay, 2 more. Gapple.
What's this?
Oh, whoa. Where is it? Shit, which one is it? Aha. Oh, I need more of those. That's why I didn't recognize it immediately. It's long hair Thanatos. It's not Edgeworth-looking Thanatos.
I have this.
I do. I do, in fact, have this. No more than 2 cards of the same. Well, I've got like 4 ones, so that's not happening. Ad break is finishing now. Yay!
Night.
now I need more ashes. Ashes, ashes, I need to unlock my arcana.
Here are the bones.
I forgot you literally only get one. Cha-ching. There we go. Fucking new.
My altar.
There we go.
The queen.
And then this fucking guy. Alright. Well, we got what we came for. Don't think I have that unlocked.
What secrets lie within?
Alright, I have to... Oh, I forgot I have to go all the way there and get that.
A shade come all the way from Tartarus is here with us.
Not quite as damp as Oceanus here, is it? My brother must have been immensely strong, if he could sometimes even take my father when they sparred. Is there some favorite technique of his that you could pass along?
Sometimes I kicked his ass. We're totally not going to talk about the number of times I got my ass kicked by Hades. No, I won. Every time.
No, there is not. My disciples must each follow their own path. Keep following yours, and mayhaps you too shall become powerful enough to beat your papa up.
Oh, Skelemius. Such a motivational speaker.
Commander, my father is bound in chains in Tartarus.
Then it ought to be easy.
Damn! One day you too could beat up your own dad. Yeah, he's locked up in chains. Oh, it ought to be easy then. Go get him. Okay. I unlocked this, so now I can bring other stuff along the way.
The beam.
That's what it is. So the sound that it makes when you select that one...
A fine selection.
Quiet, Skelemius.
Might as well.
That is a reused sound from the first game. I've just never quite been able to pinpoint which it is. I want to say it sounds like an Athena sound effect, but I could be wrong. Let's see. What do we want to use to go beat up a guy?
Revol.
Now, you know what? They call it a hack and slash for a reason. Let's go do it.
Moonlight guide us. No holding back.
Only half an hour into the show and we're finally getting going.
I draw you down, O moon. Lend me your light.
I know through your headmistress of your vision in which Kronos found and captured the three fates. This must have been a key component of his plan, but it does not change ours. The Silver Sisters never cede control. Which suits you?
Yeah, so this hex, the phase shift hex, whenever we unlock that incantation against Kronos, he will be vulnerable to its effects. He'll be slowed down. We don't have that yet.
Wolf Howl.
Together we shine.
Wolf Howl, awoo.
Near all of the near-endless pathways in suffocating Erebus lead to dead ends, and very scarce are those who can navigate them.
Took only my entire life to figure out.
I did it.
Looks like a new path out.
As long as there is one, that's all the... Jeez.
This is the Titan's fault.
Okay, I did get myself the upgrade that passively recharges my magic. I forgot. Pretty women. Where is my good friend John Hades? He's locked up in the pits of Tartarus in chains. He was locked up by Kronos. I mean, if you want to get technically accurate, Hades got grounded by his dad.
Birdie told me Doom himself showed up where you reside. While that bodes ill for you and perhaps for us all, at least he's quite the looker, isn't he?
Yes. Yes, he is. There is a reason. Oh, like Persona 3, I get it. I'll take your word for it. I've only ever played a bit of Persona 5. More close-up damage, that's perfect for this.
This must be love.
Why is it telling me I got, But more health. Fine. We'll go see this fucking guy. Ow.
Kronos has captured the three fates. Preposterous. A useless provocation. They answer to no god or titan. All it means is that what comes to pass shall not be their decision anymore. We ought to see it as an opportunity.
Uh-huh.
I see something of use.
Nightshade seeds.
Girl, I'm right here. I see it too.
Arachne's handiwork.
Arachne's handiwork includes mines, apparently. Okay. We go see Grandma or Auntie. Now, you know what? Ooh, first. I am just now noticing how little goddamn gold I have. Excuse you, I wasn't asking for you.
Let's go then.
Get rid of these guys first. Just because they're a real pain in the patella. Not to say this guy isn't. Ow! That's it. There. Get got.
Detest that thing.
You and me both, Mel.
So it was Artemis who sniffed you out, was it? Seems like an awful big coincidence. But then we're gods. These things, they happen all the time. I'll say I'm glad she found you when she did.
I'm glad she did too. Your foes perish in a blast that damages any surrounding foes. Yeah, why not?
Get set to fight or get out of the way.
I'm always ready to
Whether the
fight.
fates are on your side or mine this time around.
The Fates have been captured. They're not on anybody's side right now. I did get my own. There's a reason I'm up 12 to 2, Nemesis. I am. You just keep trying to kill steal. think I did it.
Across the fields of morning where the path descends to Tartarus. The monstrous creature there. Do you know what it is?
It's a problem. Can't always find my way to it, and even when I do, that thing forces me back. But don't worry. Got my eye on it.
Girl, bye.
Oh, little fly, come sit and rest your wings. You've grown so tired flying to and fro. I'll wrap
That shade needs you, Phrynos.
sing you soon to sleep.
Thanks, little one.
Think of you and leave a little heap. Again.
Hi. Have I already gifted her a thing? Well, we have now.
You're much too kind to me. I'm only doing what anybody would be doing in my place. But you're treating me like royalty. This nectar, I tried a touch of it before. It's too good for flies. Or spiders.
Too good for flies, perhaps. But it's especially for you. A gift of friendship, whose savor only grows the deeper the friendship is. May it warm you on a cold night such as this.
Okay, so we have.
My silk is everything to me. It's stronger than it looks. Keeps me safe. It can suffocate even the strongest prey. Don't you like it? Is there a certain pattern, color combination you admire?
It's lovely, Arachne. Look, I wish I could stay and admire it, but...
But you can't. I understand, I truly do. Though it would mean a lot to me if you would take some of my silk with you on your way.
Oh, good. I was hoping for this one. Ooh, hammer, hammer, hammer. And a fountain chamber. Hell yeah.
Most of the ancient edifices that once housed the dead awaiting judgment within Erebus have since been taken by the woods or by decay.
It must have been magnificent.
Your attacks are 35% faster, or the last strike in your attack sequence deals 300% damage in a larger area. Might as well.
The keenest blades of all. Oh?
It's a bird.
Greetings, little raven.
Oh. Oh, there he goes.
Flew off.
Oh, that was neat, though. Whoa. When they're all grouped together like that, they just explode.
I can do this.
I can do this. More money. More money, less problems. Ah! Explode. Whoa, explosion be upon you. There we go. Didn't even try. Made lots of money. Gonna go to the boss fight. Make lots of money. Ah! Now, was that necessary?
It's Charon.
It's Charon.
Your mother Nyx, my lord. I saw her lately in a nightmare or a dream. She was very beautiful. And she was unharmed, I think.
Hey, at least I didn't do it during the boss fight. Well, if you had done it during the boss fight, I would have been locked in, and I might not have even noticed that I got flung, because I was too busy running away and trying not to get turned into a sheep or whatever. So better to do it now while I can at least, acknowledge it, yes.
We're going to find her. I swear it. May moonlight guide us.
Is that Tricky is like a made cat boy. I love that for him.
Here you are.
Your Bowfinder has such an ugly job having to smuggle little blessings such as these into the worst of places. But we make it worth his while, don't you worry about that.
Yes. Yes, it is. Okay, then. It's very cute.
Focus, Mel.
Well, well. Your aura is different. Stronger.
Oh.
You have been studying the Arcana, meditating at your altar to prepare for your
Hello,
attempt.
Raiders. Welcome in. Welcome to the cafe. Hello, Hadai. Sorry, I'm like halfway through eating a Pop-Tart. That's why I sound like my mouth is full. Because it is. And thank you for your continued patronage of the cafe for 5 months. Wow. That sounded way more sarcastic than I wanted it to. But thank you very much for the raid and for the resubscribe. How was your stream? What were you up to? And of course, if you got a raid and run, do your post-stream self-care by all means. Playing Schedule 1. Oh my god, I love playing that with my friends. There is something about the structure of, here's your goal, go do the thing, and then have one friend just be a complete and utter gremlin and run around. It's my turn to be the maid. Okay. Yeah, whenever I play it with some of my IRLs, 3 of us are usually focused on running around and actually accomplishing the goals. And then there's one who just runs around. He also helps accomplish the goals, but then he also beats everybody up. And regularly gets chased by the cops. Thank you very much for the follow. I do appreciate it. I hope you enjoy your stay here at the cafe. Nova says, I don't care what gender you are. Put on the maid outfit. I mean, I'm already wearing it. You know, I just realized I never actually introduced myself. Or butler outfit if maid dress gives you dysphoria. Well, if it did, I wouldn't be wearing... I wouldn't have made the maid dress. Though I understand that that is definitely a thing for some people. In which case, that is very valid. Put on the domestic staff uniform of choice. I think that's the word I'm looking for anyway. Yes, hello everybody. Welcome to the cafe. I am Barista. That was for everyone, not just you. I know. I am I guess you would call me a variety streamer. Because 2 of my 4 streaming days are basically just whatever the heck. I want. I usually stream Mondays through Thursdays. Monday, Thursdays. Not next week, but starting the week after next, we'll be playing Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All, the second game in the series. Tuesdays, we usually do a segment I call Toss Up Tuesdays with my friend Supernova EX. For quite a while, we played a bunch of the Monster Prom, Monster Camp, Monster Road Trip, Monster Con games, and now that's also turned into a variety segment where we just do whatever we want. Lately, we've been doing a lot of Peak, and we get cheated out of making it to the top because of nonsense. I hate the winter in real life. The Alpine is not doing anything to improve that reputation. Speaking of, next time we play Peak, I do have a little surprise, a little something to show off. But that's not going to be for at least another couple of weeks at this point, probably. Wednesdays, I usually do a segment. At least it's easier than the Mesa. God, I fucking hate the Mesa. Listen, I may hate the winter and the cold in real life. I hate being hot even more. Because, like, when you're cold, you can keep putting on layers. When you're hot, there's only so much you can take off before somebody calls the cops and lodges a complaint. I mean, there's tomorrow. There is tomorrow. But we'll see how we're doing. Unless you already know what game you're playing. I never know what game I'm playing. Also, same. That's also why I anticipate once we get more into, like, late fall and winter stuff, I feel like my streams might go longer, be more consistent, things like that. Because it will not be, you know, mid-70s to 80s in my room. Or if it is, that's because it's cold outside and not because it's of a similar temperature outside. Anyway, I never finished explaining what the heck Wednesday. I basically sit there, go into my Steam library, find something I haven't played yet, and I force myself to finally sit there and play it. You know, at least get it started. Well, maybe not exclusively my Steam library. I started Expedition 33, and that's on Game Pass. So that would normally be what's in today's slot, but last week and this week, I've been calling it Variety Week. Because I didn't want to just start the second Ace Attorney game when I'm going on vacation for a week next week. I didn't want to be like, oh, okay, let's start the first game. Have the tutorial case take like an hour, hour and a half. Because the tutorial in the first game did not take very long. And I imagine it will be the same with the second one. So I didn't want to do that, then maybe start the next case, and then not finish it before going on my trip. And then coming back and be like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I mean, I never know what I'm doing anyway, but especially after being away from it for like a week and a half. Sometimes what the heck becomes what the Hades. Yes. That's exactly what this is. Thank you for the head pats, Nova. But yeah, that's what we do here. I'd say it's relatively low-key, but that honestly depends on the day and what's happening. Some days, you'll get me yapping and ranting about Greek mythology and Hades and stuff like that. Other days, especially when it comes to Ace Attorney, you'll catch me motorboating characters on the witness stand. You'll catch me motorboating the judge. You'll catch me motorboating myself. Myself meaning Phoenix, not... like that, not looking down. But yeah. Generally try to keep it like, I don't necessarily want to say low-key, low energy, but I'm not going to intentionally be all hyper energetic, bouncing off the walls, blah, blah, blah. And I know that's what some people do, and hey, more power to them. That's just not... That's not me. I can't even put up an act for that for however long. Like, some days, even when I'm just, like, bleh, low energy... I was sleeping, like, right before I got up. I was asleep in my bed, and my partner was like, it's showtime. And I was like, no. So that's why we were extra late tonight. Because I rolled out of bed at like 11 my time. Good news, I'm being discharged after my heart decided to stop jitterbugging in my chest cavity. That is good news. Hopefully your heart not stops. That is not what we want. Hopefully your heart maintains a regular and steady rhythm that is not at the pace of a jitterbug. Monstro is asking if I sound like Daria or if they're crazy. It was a cartoon from, I want to say, maybe the late 90s, early 2000s. I've heard of it before, but I've never watched it. A spin-off from Beavis and Butthead. Jordan says, I can hear the Daria, TBH. Okay. From what little I've seen / heard of it, I don't hate her voice, so I'll take it. Oh damn, no wonder my memory from that early is non-existent. No wonder I don't know. My memory from that early is non-existent. But just because things are old doesn't mean you can't know of them. Anyway, Hecate has been very patiently waiting for us for a solid, I don't even know how long, for us to kick her butt. She's smart and has deadpan / sarcastic humor. I mean, yeah. I'd like to think I'm smart. And I definitely do, depending on who I'm interacting with, definitely go for the more deadpan and sarcastic approach. So I could see it. In before I go into V-Roid and make myself a freaking Daria outfit. This is true, but if your memory is holier than Swiss cheese, then it doesn't matter. Fair enough. Also, I thought you were going to bed. Not saying you have to. I just want you to take care of yourself.
Each card reveals to me a different strength. If I steady myself and concentrate, then it's as though I become one with whomever they depict. If only I could focus on them all.
I am. Good. Go get some rest. You deserve it.
To focus by its nature is to choose. Come, demonstrate to me this newfound understanding of yours.
Have you ever not liked the way the frickin' Baldur's Gate 3 narrator talks to you sometimes? She makes little snide remarks at you. Well, now you can get your vengeance.
Crossed flames awaken.
Ow. Nope. Nope. Oh, really? I was on the other side of that. Okay, definitely not that one.
Total eclipse.
Oh, no thank you. No thank you.
Once more with me, sisters.
No thank you. Freenos, help! Freenos, you're supposed to get in the way! Ah! Like that. I love my frog buddy. I'm a little disappointed that she didn't have a snide remark for the fact that my frog just completely ate her fucking magic. That's one of my favorite things, when she's just like, how dare you? She gets mad at the frog.
Your growing skill with Limb and Oros makes you something to be feared. Good.
I can use this.
Yippee!
Time for another keepsake.
What do you mean time for another keepsake? This one hasn't even activated yet. Although...
The sash.
Yeah, why not? We're at full health. You know what? Well, everything's fine. This is fine. It's fine, actually. Listen, I still... Fangamer, are you listening? If you all don't make a frickin' like wall scroll or poster with that transition map and the little bits and pieces,
All that metal holds the very sea at bay. I've blood to spare.
I'll be disappointed. That'll be cool as shit. Hello, Grandmaster Chaos.
Flux.
Yes, I'm listening. No, I just think it would be cool as heck. I'll give you an example. To purposely get out of working with an intellectually challenged cheerleader, think the stereotype. She used 2 big words. Obstreperous and bellicose. The cheerleader switched partners immediately, and Daria said flatly, "Oh no, I'm never going to pass the assignment right now. I'm never going to pass the assignment now." Yeah, that's some shit I would have done when I was in school, honestly. Alright, I'll go to their offices and tell them. Listen, I'm just saying. They didn't go through... The people who made the game and the art and everything, they didn't go through a whole thing of making the entire map contiguous, top to bottom. Without a reason.
If you'll permit me, Almighty Chaos, I wish you to have this gift of nectar, in accordance with my family's custom among relatives and friends. None of this would have been possible if not for you.
I shall grant you this wish and the freedom to bestow upon me further gifts as you see fit, for I have familiarity with this custom of yours, and am prepared to reciprocate.
Whatever this is, it's remarkable, truly.
Egg.
Salutations. Thank you for summoning me.
Do not forget my mark. The weavings of the fates are said to bind both mortals and immortals alike. The course and outcome of all lives all preordained. Thus the sense of choice is merely an illusion. Do you believe this, Spawn of Hades? Respond.
I think the fates determine much about our lives. When and where we are born, for instance, and to whom. But I don't think they set every detail. And I know they're not weaving at all right now, because Kronos has them.
I see. For the most part, I concur with your assessment. I am the reason Kronos has them now. He asked me where to find them, and I decided to tell him. To verify such choices could be made without their influence. Now do you understand my quandary? Respond.
So wait, you're saying that Kronos has the fates because you told him where they were?
Oh no. Almighty Chaos, you were deceived. Kronos wished to find the fates for his own gain. They were one of the only forces in this world powerful enough to stop him.
Some days you make the coffee, some days the coffee makes you. Much to think about. It seems like one of those all squares are rectangles, but not all rectangles are squares. Because if you get the coffee, you may not always be the one who makes it. But if you have the coffee does make you. The denominator here is the coffee. Is it still hip to be square? Yes. You know how they always say be there or be square? It's because you're not going to be around. That's probably not why they say that, but it worked.
They are not so powerful as they appeared. Nevertheless, I think you are correct. Kronos indicated his intentions were benign. I am unfamiliar with deceit and was misled. I remain quite displeased about this still.
I mean, you're freaking almighty Chaos. Can't you do something?
This shall affect your chances to succeed.
Well, yeah, that's your whole shtick, dude. Ow.
Drown in it.
It would help if I actually picked up the thing.
I'll slay you all. Water spouts activated.
Water spouts are activated, which means once I kill this guy, we should be good. I'll take that. I don't want to deal with the mini-boss since I've got the time limit. Be gone.
Stay where you are.
Whoa. Really?
My chaos curse subsided.
Okay. Woo! Okay, fine. We'll go to the mini-boss now. Gosh.
Get your tentacles away from me.
Oh no, my dress. Nah. I got inked on. God dang it. Have I mentioned lately how much I hate this thing? Get out of here.
Your place is out at sea. In the name of Hades. Down we go.
Ever tell you that? You know I did. You know I do. Hey. Whoa, what's wrong with you? Coming in here like that. You don't need me, dummy. You need a doctor or healer or something.
It's because I'm all beat up.
Yes, well, I found those somewhat difficult to locate around here. Though on the flip side, no shortage of fish-like monstrosities determined to cut me a set of gills.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
Look, there's probably a fountain or something somewhere around here. Wash up, come back, we'll talk. Take care.
Good.
Well, that was surprisingly helpful. Thank you, Narcissus. I don't think I'm ever gonna get over the fact that it wasn't until, like, the most recent update that Narcissus finally got a face. Like, he was one of the last characters to get a face. Uh-oh. Before this last update, he just had the same, generic faceless hooded sprite that anybody who didn't have a face had. And it was the best.
As for my arcana.
Because Narcissus is like one of the most attractive dudes. That's why he fell in love with himself. We just don't get to see what he fucking looks like.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Fast.
You're not really an agent, are you, lady? Just pulling our pins, trying to get our hopes up, only to dash them against the rocks. How low can you sink?
Get your hopes up. Listen to me. I seek Kronos, not you. Perhaps you shall be hunted by some other agent, though.
You better believe it, gals. Even this lady knows a rising star when she sees one, when she hears one. And she's gonna put in a good word for us, won't she?
Ah. No, 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 no. Criminal. You're gonna dies.
Sing about that.
I basically just gave her the old yoink.
Kronos, do your thing.
Go ahead, Hypnotoad.
Well done.
That ain't working.
The pin.
Oh boy. Well, I need to get it, so.
Closer now.
The markers, it's time for coloring? I mean, I'm painting the ground with all of their blood. Hear it. Where is it? Aha.
Illuminate my path.
Show me the way.
Set.
Frog. Yeah, that's Freenos.
Some bones.
He's just hopping around. If we're being honest, my favorite use of him is in the Hecate fight. When she does that spell that can transform you into a sheep or some other animal. He could just straight up absorb it so nothing happens.
All quiet.
He's just a frog. He's just a good little guy. Take that. Take that. There's this lady I know who, I think I've mentioned her before. Her name is Lamia. And I can't help but wonder if her parents knew of that. Like, knew of the Lamia of Greek mythology when they named her. I don't know. Oh, right, fish. Fishing time!
Here, little fish. It's a bite. I caught a sobby.
He's
Is there
so...
a water denizen she cannot catch?
Thanks. Thanks, Homer. Oh, now there's my goddamn path of stars. Only 2 locations, or 2 regions after I originally got a freaking thing for it.
The bow.
Oh, there's some food. Now that we've drawn the ire of every creature in this entire realm, we've drawn their ire, time to get rid of them. Be gone! Yum, yum. This is something I enjoy immensely. It's like something that was a mini-boss before. Now it's a slightly tougher enemy here. Look how far you've come. I love it.
Choose your path.
Oh, cool. I still got the effect of it, though. Yeah. Rush boon. I currently don't have one. Deals damage before you rise up. Damage in a bigger area. After using it, you can use it once more during the next 3 seconds. It gains temporary armor. There
I
we
should
go.
be able to get out, I think.
That's just straight up the Thanatos like bong sound from the first
Hello
one.
again, Echo. How have you been? How have you been? How have you been? How have you been?
She's so sad.
Oh, you know, this place sure is a change from Oceanus, if you've ever been. About the only friendly face up there is that Narcissus.
Is that Narcissus? That Narcissus? That Narcissus?
Wait, your voice. You know him. Oh no. Knowing all his suitors, and knowing you're here in the land of the broken-hearted.
Broken-hearted. Broken-hearted. Broken-hearted.
Oh boy. Side quest. Away.
Thank you, my friend.
My friend.
Till next we meet.
Next we meet. Next we meet. Next we meet.
Okay, it said there was something this way. Yep, here we go. Hammer! Hammer! Fire! Oh no, not these guys. I hate these guys. Why are there like 3 of them? 4 of them! Why are they so ugly, too? Like, you're a freaking rolling boulder. You'd think your features would have smoothed out so you wouldn't be looking like that. Maybe I'm just mean.
I'm ready for you.
I hate those guys most of all because they're just fucking JoJo. Muda, 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 muda. Hate those guys. And then we smash it with the hammer. Alright, who's hitting me while I'm trying to... Excuse me. Wrong way. All y'all get out of my face.
Should be one left.
There is. It's right here.
For my father.
Papa! See what I mean? Muda, muda, muda.
Predictable.
SHOP shop.
Wheat seeds. Moonlight, guide us. Hear me, on my authority. Let's pick up the pace. Cerberus, it's me. Don't you remember?
I brought a frog to a dog fight. And he does 25 damage every time he hits me. Serby, please! Ah! Ah! Really? Serby. That was uncalled for, my friend. Uh-oh. 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 Fuck.
It's not my time just yet. This isn't who you are. You get out of here. No.
You know, Freenos, it would be nice if you actually helped block the obstacles. Because now we are bone. Oh, we are so bone. I'm a freaking two-hit wonder right now. I would not be surprised if I die in.
Return to Shadow now. We'll fix this, Cerberus. Cerberus can't see through his rage. He needs our help, Freenos.
You know, I was gonna say I would be surprised if I died, like, in the middle of the ad break. Didn't even make it that far.
Good evening.
I learned what happened to the Fates, Lord Moros. Or rather, how Kronos discovered where they were. It was Chaos who led Kronos to them. Chaos, of course, seems to regret this now, and I don't think had any ill intent.
Oh, that is a lot of information to take in. It does make some amount of sense. Kronos having free reign in your father's house, eventually found his way to Chaos, then coaxed this vital information out of them. Then he ambushed the Fates as part of his plans for conquest.
You're taking all this better than I would have. Come to think of it, I've never seen you angry.
You're seeing me right now. It's just, my anger changes nothing, typically. So Chaos now is working to undo some of the damage caused. Kronos removed one thread in the Fates, but created another. Perhaps an unwise trade.
Making a mockery of Chaos seems unwise to me.
Yeah. I would not want Grandmaster Chaos not on my side.
Moonlight, guide us.
Proceed with care.
The crossroads hide the plans and movements of the nightmare-bringing witch and her compatriots. But for how long?
For long enough.
Yoo-hoo! I heard you went up top. Gotta breathe some fresh surface air. What made you go and do a thing like that? Thought you were single-mindedly going after Kronos.
Figured that I might do well with a change of scenery for a bit. Though, I'm surprised you're not up there yourself, considering how things are.
It does sound pretty exciting, but I'd probably just be getting in the way. From what I hear, Ares has things well in hand up there. Imagine being the god of war right now. You'd be thrilled.
Your whole family would be in peril.
So?
There are plenty of people that I've heard of or who like Eris simply because she's so contrarian. I can't.
Be well, Headmistress.
And you, Malinois.
Headmistress, Olympus seems reluctant to ask outright, but I can tell my family there needs me. I cannot shake the sense that I have to help them before I can achieve our task.
Very funny because God of War, Ragnarok, and Thor comics got me into Norse mythology, though I couldn't get super into Greek mythology. I mean, that's totally fair. Not everything is going to be for everybody. I quite like seeing the parallels, I guess I want to say. Because it's like you can learn a lot about cultures just based on what kind of beliefs they had. And the fact that a lot of earlier cultures had, obviously not the same, but similar mythologies. Like, pretty much most okay, I'm no expert on this kind of stuff, but a lot of polytheistic things have, gods for, the sun and various aspects of the weather and things like that. They used the gods as a way to explain the world around them. And I think that's neat. Like, oh, why is it so stormy? Why is there so much thunder and lightning and shit? Well, depending on where you're at, it's either Thor's doing a whole, beating up a bunch of, fucking Jotuns in Jotunheim. Or, if you're Greek, it's, oh yeah, Zeus is having a whole fucking thing again. Just the fact of, no matter what part of the world you're in, you can probably pull different mythologies and see, like I said, parallels or similarities. I just think it's neat. It gives you a way to make sense of the world that is beyond your control by saying it's somebody else's fault.
You needn't shake that sense, for it may well be accurate. Are you still thinking of an incantation that may help you to survive such a journey?
I am. Up there, I'll be like a fish out of water, right? Suffocating. But with a proper incantation, I was thinking maybe I could hold my breath until Olympus is secure.
Such a spell shall not be simple. If you demonstrate that you're sufficiently well-traveled, then perhaps magic such as that shall help you go farther still.
I'm counting on it. Together we shine.
Moonlight guide you.
I saluted you once, I'll do it again.
I know.
Another thing that I just find fascinating is how different gods can have different aspects, like things that they're quote unquote in charge of. Like, take Apollo, for example, of Greco-Roman fame. We can say Greco-Roman because he's like one of, if not the only one, who keeps the same name between the two. He is known as a god of all kinds of things. Lots of people associate him with the sun, that he's a god of light, god of music, god of healing. No. There's just something so fascinating to me about a group of people collectively making lore for some guys, be like, yeah, that's my OC. He does these things. It's kind of fucked up sometimes, but if I don't live my best life to appease him, he'll come and blind me or some shit. I don't know. Ooh, take that.
So mote it be.
That's a good trick.
It is a good trick. One I just did all by myself.
Salutations.
Yes? Salutations, goddess. How's life of late down at the bottom of the sea? All sorts of nastiness lurking there, that the reports make clear. I wager you've seen some things.
You'd win that wager handily. The worst of them has to be the sea monstrous called Scylla and a siren friends. They have this ridiculous act.
What, Scylla's still around? The sirens, no less? Huh. It's a wonder you made it back. Well, please tell me you didn't listen to a word they sang.
This is my OC Hercules. He's both a mortal and a god, and he went through these really cool trials, and he's Zeus's son. Yeah, we're totally not going to mention as to why he had to do all of his labors. Or the fact that it's generally agreed upon that for the labor that he had to do of kidnapping Cerberus, he basically just went down to the underworld and was like, yo, Hades, can I borrow your dog real quick? I'll bring him back unharmed. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Oh, I heard an earful. Born of chaos. Kind of moss I need only grows on the surface.
I know, I know.
Grow and flourish. Moonlight guide you, Shades.
Can't be good that Strife herself is here. You think she'd talk to us? Dying wish, serenity. Well, you're not gonna get that if Eris is around, I'll tell you what. Aha! I have enough for it now. I'll get some of those.
Now, my blood is bound by fate, yet blood runs free. Release me from this realm. Become my key.
You have it.
Let's try the surface one more time. Our nightly ritual.
Yeah, might as well.
By moonlight and the dust of ancient bone, awaken in this cauldron the unknown. So mote it be.
One thing that I really love about the Hades games, in terms of the mythology behind it, is that it's so... like, obviously, you can tell that it was well researched and a lot of thought was put into it in a lot of ways. But it also has its own spin on it. So, for instance, this version of Hecate is obviously not going to be the same as the way she's portrayed in the Percy Jackson book series. Right, it's still showing up because it'll let me do that. Might as well, we're already here.
Hear me, O Shades, on my authority. Give my demand all due priority. So mote it be.
And you can tell that the research was done because initially a lot of people thought that Zagreus, the main player character of the first game, Melinoe's brother, who she keeps referencing, a lot of people thought he was like an original character they made up at first. But it's like certain sects of Greek mythology that were more obscure before the game came out. He actually was/is a figure. Like, they didn't just pull him out of thin air.
Moonlight guides you, broker.
And some of his... like, one variation of his origin gets sort of played upon with bits of dialogue in the first game.
You carry moon dust now.
And I just think that is so fucking cool.
Ordering this.
And same kind of thing with Melinoe. She barely has some mentions in certain texts as a, like, saffron-clad nymph, which is why her outfit is colored the way it is. And it was said that she has power over, like, ghosts and nightmares and stuff. And these kinds of things are taken and put into her character here. So it draws from, like, the source material and makes its own interpretation. which I just find endlessly fascinating. I mean, now if you were to look up Zagreus or Millinois on Google, you would get more about the, the video game interpretations of them. I am loving this Greek mythology lesson. I'm glad somebody is. I'm not even calling it a lesson, I'm just calling it a yap session. But I sort of teased at it before, but I know I've mentioned it before when I was playing the first Hades game, but the like hint slash reference to one of Zagreus's origin stories. Well, I'm learning, so it's a lesson to me. Fair enough. So in one set of Greek mythology called the Orphic myths, brought from Orpheus, who is also a character in the first game. Within the Orphic myths, now don't quote me completely on this, I don't 100% remember, but if I'm remembering correctly, the Orphic myth is basically that Dionysus, god of wine, fun, revelry, all that, a whole bunch of other things, but mostly that is what people know him for, was that he died. And he, got reincarnated in a way. So the quote-unquote original Dionysus became Zagreus. And then Dionysus came back and he was Dionysus. So they were, the same being. This gets addressed in the first game because Dionysus is one of the gods who you can get to know and get powers and stuff from during your runs. He decides it would be funny to play a prank on Orpheus by being like, hey man, he believes anything you say. You should totally tell him that you and me were actually the same guy. So Zagreus does this. And then Orpheus is like, oh my fucking god. What? Because I'm not going to say he's gullible. His interpretation in the first Hades game is gullible. But he listens to everything Zagreus says and just eats it right up. So whenever Zagreus tells him this, he's like, oh my god. You're telling me this, so it must be true. And Zagreus is like, no, dude, it was just a prank. It's just a prank, bro. But Orpheus literally makes up a song about the death of Dionysus and how he became Zagreus and how they're actually the same person. And even in the end, Zagreus is like, maybe we went too far on this one. So that's one of the biggest references to Zagreus's Greek mythological origins.
How long has it been since you visited the surface?
Too long. Cooped up here now in case you hadn't noticed. But it's a lost cause anyway. Why do you ask?
I may have gone too far in a few places. Yes. Yes. If I remember correctly, Zagreus was a little hesitant at first because he knows Orpheus will listen to him and believe him. He's like, I don't know. And then he does it, and he regrets it. Not necessarily he regrets what he said, it's more he regrets, tricking his friend.
Hermes requested that I pay a visit when I can. Figured I should ask if you had any notes.
And I mentioned previously about how one of Millinois' biggest references refers to her as a saffron-clad nymph or a witch or something like that. That gets referenced in this game with dialogue you can get with one of the bosses when you get there.
It's like I said, the dead are out and about up there thanks to our Titan friend. You'll feel right at home.
Because one of the bosses that Millinois can encounter in this game is blind. So there's a brief discussion of, what do you look like. He doesn't actually care what she looks like, more... It's more just kind of like conversation, I think. But she mentions the color of her dress specifically as being saffron. And because the boss in question can't see, he relies more on smell and taste and stuff, so he mentally refers to saffron like the herb and seasoning for stuff. So that's how that gets tied in.
Sounds great.
Now, I've mentioned it probably every single time I've played this, but I'm going to mention it again. In the first game, you can unlock, as in this one, you can unlock different weapons that you can fight with. But you can also unlock different aspects of the weapons. So it'll change its appearance, and the abilities that come with it change in certain ways. One of the aspects of the sword that Zagreus can use is the aspect of Nemesis. And it is, in fact, the same sword that she's wielding here. Looks the same in everything. This can also be seen... Well, she's not here, but I'm coming over this way anyway. No, wait, she is here. I forgot she was here. The Rail of Adamant, which Eris is wielding. You can unlock her aspect of it in Hades 1.
There's something new here.
The Fates know all about maintaining lists.
Good for them. I don't. Natural talent. Daughter of the god of the dead shall some evening prove herself against her superior whilst not influenced by any arcana card available to her. Defeat Hecate with no arcana active. Daughter of the god of the dead shall fully upgrade 3 arcana cards. Well. None of that's happening tonight. Tonight meaning in-game tonight. Or IRL tonight, because I'm gonna... We'll do one more run.
The Arcana.
Dang it. 20 psyche short, and I don't have any more. The apple. Well, you know what?
The champions.
So we've at least unlocked them all. Well, we haven't unlocked them all, but we can see what they are and what effects they are, so we can prioritize. Say what we want to do. Now, this is a lot of... There's a lot to take in here. Because one of the more recent updates, I don't think it was this past one, I think it was the one before, gave us art on the Arcana cards. Before, they just used to be Roman numerals. The Roman numerals that are, like, on the bottom of the card. And the name of it. Then they added the art. Which, of course, some people went freaking nuts for. Because, for example, this is the... Like... I can't say first and only. It's one of the few iterations of Zagreus in Hades 2 that we have seen thus far. Like, you can see him frozen in time in that cutscene from the past. But beyond that, this is like the only place you can see him. Other than the family portrait. So we got new art of that. A lot of people went freaking gaga over the death card. Because, in the first game, it was mentioned that Thanatos, Death, used to have long hair. And in the game, I am not even kidding, he straight up has a freaking Miles Edgeworth haircut. It's one of those, you put them side by side, this is the same image. Like, same color, same style. Let me... Use? Oh, meatballs! Thank you for my snack, love.
Sorry, Mrs. Barista.
Eh. I love you too. I will, thank you. Oh, Thanatos, like the Evangelion song. I get it. Sure. The silence is deafening, but it's for a reason, I promise. Ah! Hi, Edgeworth. Can you not? Man, if Nova was still awake, they'd be losing their freaking mind right now. Here we go. Giant Edgeworth. But yeah. Do you see the vision? But yeah, it's mentioned in some kind of dialogue option in the first game that Thanatos used to have long hair and then he cut it for some reason. I can't remember if he cut it like after Zagreus left or whatever the case is. But by the time we see him in Hades 1, he's got this fucking Edgeworth ass haircut. So when the art for this card came out, this card, I say as I, go away from it. And you could actually see him with long hair for the first time. People went nuts. I'm just going around being able to see art of the different characters that isn't just the sprites. Like, we've got Artemis here. Freaking Kronos all busted up. Selene. Nyx. Hecate, of course. Hermes, who looks like he's dabbing on the haters a little bit. I don't know why I'm hesitating. This is Prometheus. Like, it not only basically... Excuse you, I'm trying to do a thing. Because it also has these little descriptions down here at the bottom. When I'm actually hovered on something. He stole from gods the gift of fire for mortals. Thus he suffered but grew strong. And up in the upper left corner, you can see it's got, like, the liver and the eagle feathers and things like that. Here we've got the Furies, who are major players in the first game. They're the first boss that you fight. Like, they're the boss of the first area. Either individually or collectively. Got Achilles, as always, separated from his lover Patroclus, who's all the way over here. We've got Chaos, with both of their facial iterations from the last game and this game. The first one on the right, and then this one on the left. The centaur, the most famous centaur, I think, of Greek mythological history, Chiron, trainer of heroes, including Achilles himself. We don't have this one unlocked yet, but I'm just going to straight up say it. This is Circe, known for the Enchantress, known for turning men into pigs. You can kind of see that in the details that are kind of grayed out. You can see there are pigs behind her. There's a dude with a pig head in the bottom left there. Our man, the boatman. The three fates who we never see personally, but you have each of their roles. You have the one who spins the thread, the one who measures it, the one who cuts it. This one's just funny. This one's just straight up funny. Because Theseus and Asterius are they're a dual boss. They're the boss of the third region of the first game. Just know I'm nodding and going, I see, in a completely genuine way. Even if you weren't, that is perfectly fine. Like I said, I'm just yapping at this point. But yeah, they're a dual boss. They're the champions of Elysium because they've kicked everybody else's ass. So seeing this art of them in just like Speedos is kind of hilarious. Got strength. So, speaking of Hercules, or Heracles, depending on which version you're looking at, here he is. This is after his defeat of the Nemean lion. There are also references to his other labors. The defeat of the Hydra, stealing the golden apple, defeating the boar. Divinity, we've got, Zeus and Hera, King and Queen of Olympus. And then, fucking Hades. Fucking dad. Just sitting on his throne. And the best boy, you got Cerberus. Now, the fun thing about this one there's an ad and I'm eating my snack. I'm gonna do a small munch through the rest of this ad because I'm not gonna say there's a lot going on with this one, but there's definitely enough that people are theorizing. Is you know how people love to freaking theorize. I don't blame them. Like, hold up, let them cook. Alright, we should be back now. So before the ad started, I left off on this one, the Queen. Again, lots of people freaked out because it's like, it's Persephone. We love her. But, like I said, people love to theorize. Especially over, like, relatively small details that may or may not even lead to anything. We don't know yet. Hades 2 isn't even out of early access yet. But if you'll notice, if I can't move my cursor. On her stomach, there are 3 dots, and on the edge of the portrait, there are 3 pomegranates. Could this just represent, you know, the winter months of her being down in the underworld, where Demeter makes everything all cold and icy because she misses her daughter so much? Maybe. What other people like to theorize is that the placement of the 3 dots on her stomach is significant of her children. Zagreus, Millinoe, and as of yet, potential 3rd unnamed child of Hades and Persephone. And I know people have done research and have found, for lack of a better term, potential candidates. Like, there was one that was really solidly, like, it was a very real possibility that, yes, this could be further expanded upon at some point. This specific character, whose name escapes me. I think it was another daughter they were theorizing it would be. But that maybe something went wrong, and that's why one of the pomegranates is, like, broken open. Who knows? So yeah, lots of theorizing on this one. Also, I feel bad I glossed over a couple of them. Got the lovers, Orpheus and his dear love, Eurydice, who, as I mentioned about Orpheus, but they're both in the first game. And then the artificer, Daedalus and his son, Icarus. Icarus, of course, with his busted-ass wings falling from above, and Daedalus recognizable, especially in the Hades games, by his hammer, which we use and make use of to upgrade our weapons. I have enough dust, so I'm giving myself another dang-ass Death Defiance. Because heaven knows I need it.
Somebody fresh from Oceanus joins our ranks.
Greetings, and heed well the commander.
He got a little smug look.
What ails you, young one? You have a look of consternation, which mayhaps my breadth of experience could alleviate. Go on, just spit it out.
Oh, Commander, I was just thinking about all the reagents I still need. Some grow in different regions or require different tools. It's a lot to keep in mind.
But you don't gotta keep it all in mind. That purple pack you carry all your stuff in somehow? Don't you got all your notes in there too? So if you don't remember where to nab something, check there. In fact, why don't you do it now?
I do have notes on everything in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so this is pretty self-explanatory. Lots of the reagents that we find and how we can get them. Bones, ash, psyche, what they're used for, where we can find them. Now this has a few question marks underneath one of the ways we can get it. That just means there's another way to obtain it that we just haven't found yet. And it'll tell you what tools you need. Or what you need to do to get them. These are like where we can find the different plants, the different seeds, how we can find those. The fish we've caught. Basically the backlog of what we've talked about.
May moonlight guide you.
Moonlight, yeah.
I'll find more bones with this. I'm in the mood for...
Girl, I don't know what I'm in the mood for. I'm not feeling confident, so I'm just gonna straight up start out with the tooth. So I have 3 Death Defiances altogether. So we did that incantation.
Deep breath.
So we should be able to go up to the top without a problem now.
My curse. I feel alright.
Well, look at you, hot stuff. You made it to the surface after all. I figured that you might. It's maybe even colder here than down below, but that, at least, we can fix right away, I think.
So now we're on the surface. Which is why, I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but I'm gonna finally mention it now. This is why, even though Hades 2 is in early access, it's still even bigger than Hades 1 was. Not only do we have the path to fight down into Tartarus, we also have this path going up.
The light of the moon is all that now illuminates the surface, where the dead have risen, and Olympus teeters on the brink of doom.
Damn you, Kronos. No way around the city. Have to get through. Traitors. Traitors.
Now, one of the things about the city of Ephyra here...
Ephyra's main square.
Through prior knowledge and, like, what we get told about this place...
Some sort of barrier.
People have figured out, like, what the approximate location of this would be in real life, or, like, which town it would be in real life. Do I remember what the name of it is? No. No, I do not. But, based on the evidence that we get, it's got a very... It's got a real counterpart.
Shades are trapped within that pylon there. Hold still in their shades.
Yeah, so our goal for the city of Ephyra... There's a bunch of doors, like this one that we came through, that have different rewards in them. Whether it's boons, or in this case, a Daedalus hammer, or not heart containers, but the centaur hearts that boost our HP, things that boost our magic, all of those. So we get to run around and pick and choose.
Should head to the main square.
So in each of the rooms that we go, there's going to be a pylon like that. And we have to destroy it so we can progress.
Part of the barrier is down. Must have been that pylon I destroyed. So what? 5 more to go?
Yes. And you can see physically how it looks on here.
The pathway to the docks is sealed shut by a phantasmal force that neither mortal nor immortal strength can budge.
It's drawing strength from shades.
Now, for now, all we can do is run around to try and find what's where. And it changes every time you come up. So, even if we get these same rewards, they could be completely on the other side of the map. We've got a boon from Zeus. We've got the centaur hearts. We've got the magic. Another boon of Zeus. Demeter. here. These cages, we have to unlock an incantation to be able to use them so we can get like a bird's eye view of what's where. Or rather, bat's eye view. We've got Selene, we've got Hestia.
Eidolon. Shades, you're free.
And when you break the pylon, if there's still enemies around, the shades will go and attack the enemies and get rid of a lot of them for you. I mean, they just sort of go about randomly, but if there are enemies around, they help clear them out. So sometimes it's more prudent to wait until the room fills up, or like you've got a lot of enemies around. Ow.
There. Salutations.
Darkness guide you.
I draw you down, O moon. Lend me your light.
I feel you closer to my light. You suppress that fate-wrought curse that binds you to your realm. I was uncertain such a thing was possible. Yet you surprise me fairly often, little star.
One thing that sort of gets touched upon with the design of Selene, Hecate, Melinoe, and Artemis is they all have this like braided cord thing with the black, orange, green, and blue. They all have that braided pattern on there. That's because collectively in this world the four of them are call themselves the Silver Sisters. And that's the braided cord thing that has all of those colors. Each color represents one of them. At least within the context of Hades. So the orange one is obviously Melinoe, the green is Artemis, the black is Hecate, and the blue is Selene. This art that you see over here on the left was added. Again, I don't think it was this past update, but I think the one before.
Twilight curse.
Go, Phrenos.
Go, Hypnotoad.
Well done, Phrenos.
Now, one thing about the city of Aphira is sometimes there'll be these little rooms you can go into. There'll be like a little fight. There won't be a pylon, there won't be anything extra for you to get. Or no big fight for you to get into. But you can get some kind of reward out of it.
Excellent.
So it would serve you well to keep your eyes peeled for those if you're doing this. Sometimes it's just, you know, some extra money, sometimes it's a little extra health, sometimes it's entire level up to your one of your boons.
Cutthroats.
And you only get 6 of these rooms altogether to go. 6 of the pylon rooms to go through. So even though there's way more boons stuff collectible out in the square, you gotta pick and choose. Which I think I already said, but did I just turn the enemy into sheep? Yes. Yes, I did.
It's done. Olympus, I accept this message. Very well.
So see, we haven't broken the pylon in this room yet, so we can't actually leave. It stops you from leaving until you've accomplished your goal.
How many of these do they have?
Love how she says that when she knows the answer. We still have 3 more pylons, which means we can go in 3 more of these doors.
The barrier's lost some of its strength.
I think what I want to do... Oh, there's a side one down there. Nope. I want the extra health and the extra magic.
Shades, I release you.
Mutton time.
Look to my light nearby.
Thank you, Selene. We have 2 of these rooms we can go in here. Which is also helpful because there are some of the things you can activate that earns you health or more armor by going into a room. And these count towards that. Okay, but I really want that one.
The end of the path.
It is possible to get every power-up within the Path of Stars. I don't want to say it takes a bit of grinding, but it's not easy.
Vitality.
Sweet, even more health. Now, you saw me take it earlier, but the keepsake that we have from Selene gives us +3 selections from the Path of Stars. The more you carry a keepsake with you, the more powerful it gets. So the more I carry that around, eventually, if I carry it around enough, I will be able to upgrade it. Or it will upgrade automatically, rather. And how it upgrades is you just carry it with you through X amount of encounters. And once you clear enough, it will automatically upgrade. For some of them, like the Godly Boon ones, their offerings gain more rarity. Specifically for Selene's, you get another addition to the Path of Stars. So the one you start with, you get +3 selections in the Path of Stars. And as you upgrade it, you can get it up to 4 and then 5. Now, of course, you can only use the keepsakes effects once. But when you add that with the 3 that you normally get from a Path of Stars upgrade, that's 8 selections right there. And if you have it, you can also get the Path of Stars in the shop sometimes. So it's difficult, but not impossible to completely max out the Path of Stars. Ow. I hit with a barrel. And another factor, so we get 3 offerings in the Path of Stars when we initially encounter Selene. The very top one, you don't get extra selections. So the further down the list you go, you get more selections.
My understanding was your line could scarce survive beyond the reaches of the underworld. Yet there you are, traipsing about as though not bound by your father's fate. How can this be?
I'm special.
Desolation. Nowhere to go but out.
And now that we've cleared all of the pylons, there used to be a door here. And now we can't go in it. Because we've achieved our goal. Got a fountain. Might as well use it. Now you can use the fountain at any point while you're in here. So if you're taking a bit of a beating, or if you encounter the mini boss and it kicked your ass a little harder than you thought it would, you can activate, or you can use the fountain. It's not going to penalize you.
You've come to aid me even here, Lord Charon. Though I imagine not even you can travel much farther where I'm headed. I won't forget your generosity. May I?
Keep getting shipment of those gold and Kronos coins. I melt them down and dump the goop into the earth whence it came, so Kronos can make more.
And so the cycle continues.
Be safe, Lord Charon.
You frighten my sheep. That's a real no-no in this town.
I apologize for my transgression, Cyclops. What do I owe you for the inconvenience? I can pay.
Oh, you pay. The punishment's getting eaten alive by me. Sorry, I don't make the rules.
That seems unusually strict. There's no use following a senseless code of law.
Only kidding. I do make the rules. And I get real tired. Only eating sheep.
Clearly, is that why you have a still living one in your coat there, buddy? Like, you can see it on the sprite back there. It's just blinking and blepping.
Then you'll eat dust.
Now, he is not named in Ow. He's not named in conversation with us thus far, but you can see his name on top of the... On top of the screen. It's the Cyclops Polyphemus. The very same... known for encountering Odysseus, who is the one who famously blinded him and mocked him by saying, "Aha, nobody did it."
This ought to keep you busy.
Ah.
More sheep.
Now, Polyphemus can sometimes eat the sheep to heal himself. You can't kill the sheep. You can just sort of push him out of the way. Later on, there will, in fact, be different kinds of sheep that have different effects. Ow. Like, there will be explosive sheep, toxic sheep. No, stop that. Ow. Okay, fine. We'll get rid of those guys first, I guess. Ow.
And stay down. Some wool.
I love the fact that he's not actually dead. He's just sleeping.
Tickles.
So we can just sit here and keep beating him up, but he's not gonna get back up or anything.
Must be where Polyphemus lives. Ugh.
Yeah, I already have my lucky tooth equipped and I do not plan on changing it out. We'll just keep on keeping on.
Then.
Now see, this is what I'm talking about. You can see it goes all the way down. Like, as we're going up, you can see that we, went up into the one up from the middle. It just makes sense.
Warships risen from the depths, all headed for Olympus.
What I was mentioning before about people finding what the real life city of Aphira would be.
Are you lost, little one? Ran off.
The real life city of Aphira.
It's got a spectral gate.
This area is called the Rift of Thessaly, and in real life, it's not all seawater and everything. It's basically covering a lot of the mainland. But in game, the explanation for this is that Poseidon flooded a great deal of things to try and slow Kronos' army down.
Strange wheel.
This guy ain't gonna harm us. Like, we don't even have to interact with him. Oh. My frog knocked him over!
Out of my way. Bearing set.
Apparently we're having freaking mutton for dinner over here. Ow.
Moonlight guide us.
Hey, that's great. Heck says you even got your underworld blood curse sorted, so you're ready for a bit of a long distance run. Just watch for bumps along the way, but let's speed you past them if we can.
Need to get off this ship. Shamblers. Sea swords.
I fight sea swords by the seashore. It's a big ass sheep. Apologies if I... If I stop talking or don't talk as much, I'm locking in a little bit. And frankly, I'm also getting really tired. And especially when I do silly stuff like that, I do not see us making it past the boss of this area.
Next bearing.
And you'd think that even though the boss of this area for the longest time was the final boss until they finished the next regions, you would think that would make them easier to fight, easier to deal with. No. Oh, goodness. Now, one thing that's understandable but frustrates me, Hestia's sprint boon. It used to be where if you were sprinting, any projectile damage that was done to you would be nullified, and the scorch damage, or some scorch damage, would be transferred onto whatever attacked you. It's understandable. Oh, excuse me. It's understandable that they changed this because this specific boon, the way it was before, made the boss of this area a bit of a joke. Because this boss is very projectile heavy. So if you had Hestia's sprint boon before they reworked it into this, you would have been right as fucking rain. Even the way the arena for that boss fight can be, I'm half tempted to take it anyway to prevent the burning damage. But I'll take that one.
I can use this.
I don't think I've mentioned it this run. Oh, like this. Pardon me, this stream at all. Skull over the door. Oh, great. Mini boss.
Now there's a seasoned sailor.
Speaking of being projectile heavy, get sheeped. He did not want to get sheeped. Please get sheeped. Oh, come on. How are you gonna do this to me as a sheep? You're a sheep. You don't have hands. You can't shoot a gun. There.
Enjoy Poseidon's depths. Olympus, I accept this message.
One of the sleeker, broader, ghostly ships in the armada of the Titan Lord is now bereft of all the plunderers that were its crew. But in their restlessness, they may yet rise again.
Then I'll sink them again.
Yeah.
The Black Flagship.
Thing is, this isn't even the full flagship of the helm, because we can keep going forward. Or we have to keep going forward.
Fair trade.
If we'd reached the end, it would just be previewing us the reward.
Anchors.
It would be previewing us the reward and showing us that the fight is going to be hard. As evidenced by the skull.
This way.
Let's get some more help. Oh my goodness.
Boozers.
Rude. Stop fighting me.
One remains.
See, we're already back to the ship.
Follow your senses.
Hail, boatman.
Yeah, so that's how you can tell it's a boss, because it's got that red demon face up there.
Darkness guide you.
I'm gonna need all the help I can get.
Now take me to the coast.
You made it. Hey, sailor. What a coincidence running into you like this so far away from home. Where are you headed? Maybe I could give you a lift.
You know perfectly well where I'm headed. And I can get there on my own, thanks.
You sure about that? Because it looks like you've been having a pretty rough night so far. And it's only going to get worse.
I don't care for your insinuations here, Eris. Speak plain or get out of my way.
Oh, I'll speak plain. You're boring, I don't like you, and you don't get to order me around.
Now, those bullet projectiles that she was just shooting at us, like those, Hesh's old sprint used to just eat those without a problem. Like, you would be able to sit there and do all kinds of damage to her without a problem. She's got those solo shots. They'll track you for a while. Got those group shots. Also track you for a while.
What did you just do? Nuh-uh. That does it.
So that right there is an effect that also is present in Zagreus's use of the adamant rail. Is that he... Ow, ow, ow. Ah. That is something that is similar in Zagreus's usage of it. You can increase your damage. Really? By using your special on yourself. So like those bombs that get shot in the air that she rains down on us. When you as Zagreus use that on yourself like that, it does in fact increase your damage, though not in the same scale that it does for her. Yeah, those single big shots like that are blockable by these kinds of things, but if you just also get out of range, you'll be fine. Problem with Eris is that once she gets to this point in the fight, real pain in the ass. More so than usual, and her damage output is like quadrupled from the beginning of the fight.
How could you be so cruel?
There.
You started it.
So if you're not careful, especially in the last bit of the fight, as you saw there with what I just did, she can fucking wreck your shit.
Golden apple.
One sec. Just realized I haven't had anything to drink in a sec, so I need to hydrate. One of the sub-mottos here at the cafe is, in fact, hydrate or dihydrate. As said to me by a friend of mine on the occasion of her wedding. She got all of us her bridesmaids' water bottles to help us stay hydrated throughout the day as we got ready.
Made it.
Like, look, it's even got like a nice little framing thing going on with it. You can't tell me that wouldn't make a freaking awesome wall print. Oh, pardon me. Burp. Now, when this part finally released, it came with its own aptly named update.
At last. It's under attack.
Pardon me. Like I said, for a while,
Area clear.
the furthest you could get was fighting Eris. She was the final boss for a while.
Deep breath, Mel.
Which is part of why I think it's so relatively hard.
And yet, the real climb is just about to start.
And you can see they're still...
Too proud to ask for help, but it's their time of need.
And you can even...
Together, we can all prevail.
God damn it, Millin-away. You can even still see that the art isn't really finished in this part of it yet. You can see where it still looks a bit sketch-like. I don't want to say sketchy because that has different implications. But the details aren't all filled in like they would be. So, like, take this view and compare it to the pan.
Just have to get from here to all the way up there.
The lines and everything's a lot more sketch-like. Like, those statues would probably have full facial details, and the folds in the robes would be crisper, things like that. But they're not yet. There was a thing to go look at, and I...
Olympian automatons defending the mountain. Let me see if I can't help a bit. Wait, why are you attacking me?
Because they don't recognize you as a friend.
The mountain's own defenses turned on me.
Yeah, so you will get... Oh, Jesus. You will get every now and then the swaps between the automatons and the various satyrs.
Apparently are not my friends.
The Battle of Olympus hangs in the balance as the mountain's mechanical protectors and the Titan's forces continue to glide, shaking the heavens themselves.
Oh, having a big stretch.
All the world shivers.
Now we can either go in through here, which I haven't exactly figured out, but I think it does. If we take this, it launches us up higher faster. But this way also get access to more rewards. So again, half of stars.
Auto waters.
Now the thing about this is Kronos' forces and the automatons will fight each other. So as long as you don't intervene, they will just keep going at each other. So like you saw that automaton killed that harpy. I think it was a harpy. Ow. And that was able to happen without our interference.
For me.
The infinite dark.
With Seleni's grace.
Together we shine.
Perish.
So I think it's a little better to sort of sneak up so you can get a prize of what's actually going on. Whether or not you can sit there and wait for them to just completely destroy each other without your involvement, or when you should get involved. Oh, great. They've teamed up with each other against me. No! No! Stop it! Stop that. Does not help that, again, I'm kind of tired, so my eyes are getting wonky.
Better. Sky Dragons.
Now see, I totally could have gone for the mini-boss. I didn't want to. dumbass not paying attention. I ran right into that. Or it's more like I'm trying to pay attention, but
No, you don't.
my earlier lack of ability to lock in was based in something else. This current lack of ability to lock in is everything to do with I am the big sleep.
Oh, that hurt.
I know, Mel. Quiet.
Gold coins. Sappers.
Come here, you. The thing I hate about the scorch damage there, you can see it filling up the bar, the orange part, instead of the red or yellow. But it still takes a while for it to actually drain. Oh, great.
An eagle.
Eagly. Ow. 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 Not gonna get killed by any of the other things. I'm gonna get killed by goddamn fucking Eagly.
In the name of Hades.
Do not depart just yet.
Girl, I'm literally standing right
An
here.
olive branch. Raptors there.
Hatred across the centuries. Technology versus conventional methods. Oh?
Hail! The noble princess of the dead at last. I am your cousin Athena, and proud to welcome you to Olympus. Yet I could be prouder, as this wasn't always such a miserable place.
Hail, Lady Athena, and well met. Please call me Melinoi. Now where can I direct my wrath, that we may liberate your mountain stronghold and see its glory all restored?
Well met indeed, Melinoi. The wretched Titan's armies have infiltrated our most sacred grounds. On them, your wrath may be well spent, especially as you rise toward the summit, where most of our family now takes refuge.
The Palace of Zeus. And what of you? Why aren't the others out here fighting by your side?
Because they're a bunch of bitches!
Because that is precisely what our strategy requires, for they aided your arrival, did they not? Now let us go our separate ways, and may my blessing aid in your ascent.
Alright.
How may I assist?
There's a fun little bit of dialogue you can sometimes get here.
The might and fury of Olympus be with you.
Because Athena,
To the fray.
in the first game, was the first god of Olympus that you encountered. And so, her boons are basically staples for most successful runs. Specifically, her divine dash. Well, her dash boon, the divine dash. Where you could use it and you reflect everything back. It's a staple for most runners. Especially earlier on, like when you're still learning how to play and get a feel for how boons can be set up and things like that. Athena, for lack of a better term, is a bit of a godsend. But the dialogue joke is that she has that divine dash here, or at least like a version of it. And if you pick that, she will laugh and she'll say something like, "That one was your brother's favorite."
Hear me, on my authority.
That's a fun little nod to the previous one, I think. Well, I don't think. I obviously know it is. You know what I mean.
Gold pikes.
Love how that guy came over and looked at me. Oh no. That guy came over, looked at me, and said, "No, this is fine, actually." And I just went and took 20 damage for no reason.
Something to procure.
Go, Hypnotoad.
That shade needs you, Phrynos. See you in the crossroads. Quiet here, at least. An iris. Lord Charon. Sort of. A note says, "Hey, take what you need for gold. Honor system." Olympus, I accept this message.
The majestic summit of Mount Olympus would be very much in sight from here, were it not for the very dark and ominous storm wall that now envelops it.
A storm is brewing.
You know what else is brewing? My imminent death.
Stop right there. Ah, here comes the unexpected wrinkle in my master's plan. I know who you are, lost daughter of Hades, and I know that you know who I am. I had a premonition of this very moment.
Lord Prometheus, I presume. You must have premonitions all the time. I'd not heard you were liberated, or that Kronos is the master you serve. Solidarity between titans, then?
Call it a change of heart. I was a coward and a fool, you see, to have sided once with gods against my kind, but no more. This is my attempt at atonement.
What, by leading this reckless assault? I never took you for a coward, but you remain a fool.
Perhaps you're right.
But I shall be a victorious fool at least, for I have seen you stand no chance at all.
Hey, I don't like that.
Attack.
You got your stupid eagly, I've got a frog. It is an impressive trick. More impressive than you with your fucking flaming uppercuts. You ain't slick. It's over, it's barely started.
Predictable.
Predict that. Oh, rude.
Discount.
Not for long. I'll burn you to ash.
Get back here.
Nope. Damn it.
There was no dignity in this at all.
Shut up. I saw the patterns, but I got them backwards in my head.
He saw right through me.
No, he didn't, Millenaway. He saw through me. But you know what? I made it further than I thought I was going to, given my level of the tired eepies. All in all, not too bad. As always, I thank you for joining me tonight. Good night. Hope everybody, you're able to go and get some rest. Go take care of yourselves. That's the important thing. We are going to raid out. To who or for what, I don't know yet. I'm about to figure that out. You know, I think unfortunately, the suggestion that was made to me earlier, that person is no longer live, so that's a no-go, unfortunately. But somebody I've been wanting to go check out ever since I saw them on an interview. We are gonna go say hello. We're gonna go raid into Neon Harper. They do all kinds of variety stuff. Right now they're doing, their category is just listed as retro. They're doing Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. Like I said, I've been wanting to look into them a little bit since I saw them on an interview show. Now seems like the perfect opportunity to do so. So we're gonna go head out there. Helps if I actually type out the raid message. There's that. As always, you join the raid. If you want to just call it a night, by all means. You're allowed to do what you want to do. In the meantime, we'll be back again tomorrow for one more stream before I go on vacation for a week. So there will be a week plus some without stream. Till tomorrow, eat food, drink water, take your meds, and get some rest.